Hello and welcome to Razzmatazz with Rashi. My today's guest is a retired IT professional who has worked for more than 27 years after pursuing his BTech from IIT Varanasi. He loves reading books, is interested in sports, especially cricket and tennis, and is also interested in topics like politics and music. He loves to write about anything that catches his fancy, especially on social issues, women empowerment, crime, fiction, and several other topics. He has written two suspense thrillers, 80 Hours to Save Karen and The Krishnapur Kidnappings. He has also written one non-fiction, A to Z of Men and Women Who Excelled in Sports. And this is his fourth book, Jay's Assorted Tales. So let's welcome our today's author, Sitaram Jayakumar.
Hello Rashi and other friends who are watching this video. My name is Sitaram Jayakumar, and in this video I'll be introducing you to my latest book, Jay's Assorted Tales, which I have released as part of the ebook Carnival held by Blog Chatter. This is a book that contains my sweat and blood as a fiction writer over the past 3 years. I started my career as a blogger in 2017, and ever since I have been writing fictional stories. This book, Jay's Assorted Tales, contains all these stories which I have written over a period of 3 years, compiled in the form of a book. Now this book contains as many as 30 stories. Now this book is divided into 5 different sections. The first section is called Horror by Thriller Stories. This section contains of stories that will make your blood curdle. This section comprises of stories that will make you reflect on the depravity and cruelty the human mind is capable of. It makes you think about the dark recesses of the mind where man can conjure up the worst form of torture which he is capable of. After this section, which is not so light-hearted, I try to bring your mood down by a section called Science Fiction by Humor. This is a section which contains parodies on some of our favorite comic strip characters like Tintin and Captain Haddock and Bianca Castafiore. It is a humorous section, tries to lighten your mood after the horrifying depravity which you have been subjected to in the first section. Now this section is full of stories that you're going to enjoy, and this section will make you burst out laughing. This is followed by the section called Science Fiction by Public Spirited Messages. I feel public spirited messages are extremely necessary, especially in considering the era in which we are living. Look at 2020. We have a pandemic and we are not able to step out of our houses without a mask on our face. So public spirited messages like how to save our ecology, etc., are extremely important in this era and in this year in particular. So what I have done is I have used science fiction to convey these messages to people in this section of the book. This is followed by another section called Science Fiction by Miscellaneous. This consists of science fiction stories that do not fall into any of the above two categories. This section consists of stories that are like Adam and Eve, and how a new Adam and Eve story is going to begin once this particular world comes to an end, and so on and so forth. This is a set of general scientific science fiction stories. And finally, we have stories from what is known as a general section. This consists of general stories which do not belong to any of the previous 4 sections. They may not be science fiction or they may not be horror stories. They can be any kind of story which you can sit back and enjoy on a rainy day. My book is the kind of book, which caters to people who enjoy stories from all genres. It consists of fictional stories which people love to read, which people can read on lying back on their sofa set on a rainy day. It's not a very short book, it's around 100 pages, and I'm sure you will enjoy reading my book a lot. And I hope you can download my book from the Blog Chatter link, which is provided in many of my Facebook posts as well as my blog. And give me feedback. I'd like as much feedback as possible, and I'd be really grateful to you if you can review my book on your blogs. Thank you so much for listening to me in this video. Thank you.
That's good to know that this book has stories for everybody. Now, I would like you to share with us, when did you start writing? Or what made you think of becoming a blogger?
You know, there is a very interesting story about how I started blogging. I had been working in a company for 14 years, and every year they used to celebrate the founding day function of the organization. In 2017, when they did that, I participated. Usually on these occasions, I go to the function, mingle with colleagues, talk, chat, have dinner, and come back. But on this occasion, some of my colleagues said, why don't you perform on stage? You know, I was the senior most person in the organization, and they had never seen me perform on stage. So my friends approached me and said, this time you must perform on stage and do something. I was like, what could I do? I asked one of my closest colleagues, his name is Piyush, what can I do? He said, why don't you write a small poem and present it? I said, me? Write poetry? I don't have any creativity at all. Then he said, you just try. And next week, I just gave it a try for the heck of it. And this poem was based on my mischievous 10-year-old daughter. She was 10 years old at that time. And I presented it on stage, and it was a huge hit. Everybody loved it. And then I just put this poem on my blog, and that is how my blog was born. Initially, my blog was called Jay's Poetry Blog because I intended to write only poetry. But pretty soon, I started developing an interest in writing articles on politics, sports, and public health, and a number of other things. Articles gave way to photography, and finally photography gave way to fiction. After that, I created my own domain, and my blog changed to Jay's Jottings, and now it's a full-fledged blog. That's how I started blogging. And as regards what keeps me going, well, I've developed a passion for writing. What has led us a small chance happening, an accident has led to a lifetime passion. And I'm looking forward to the point where I would be able to write a bestseller. It is just a far-reaching, far-out dream, but I hope someday I'm able to write a bestseller and make a name for myself as an author. Thank you very much.
That's a pretty interesting story, and I'm so glad that you started blogging. Now I would request you to read a few lines that you have written for your book.
I would also like to tell you people why exactly I decided to have the section Science Fiction by Public Spirited Messages in my book. In this year 2020, we are not able to step out of our houses for fear of catching a disease that could be life-threatening. By what better method can be used than science fiction to bring out the dystopian nature of the society where we are headed for? Now, science fiction is the best means of bringing out public-spirited messages, or at least I feel so. We are all headed in a direction where our ecological balance is highly under threat. We are headed for a society where we are going to be devastated, and the day is not far away when we may perish. It is in order to bring out this fact that I decided to have one whole section in my book devoted to public-spirited messages brought out by stories using science fiction. That is the reason I wanted to take time out to explain the reason for a sudden a section like public spirited messages in a book of stories. Okay, so that done, I would now like to conclude this video by telling you how indebted I am to Rashi Roy for giving me this opportunity to present myself in a channel, in a video in a channel, and I am extremely grateful to Blogchatter also for giving me an opportunity to present this book of mine, which is a compilation of stories ever since I started writing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jay. It was wonderful having you on my show. In my next episode, I'll come up with another wonderful author. So stay tuned and keep watching Razzmatazz with Rashi.